If victorious on Saturday at UFC 216, Demetrious Johnson will have sole possession of the UFC title defense record with 11. He'll also have his eye on which opponents could bring him his 12th and 13th title defenses. In UFC 216's pay-per-view co-headliner at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, flyweight champ Johnson 26-21 MMA, 14-11 UFC looks for the record when he meets Ray Borg 112 MMA, 52 UFC. The bout, which was rescheduled after Borg fell ill during his UFC 215 weight cut, could allow Johnson to move past Anderson Silva and set a new record for perhaps MMA's most prestigious record. It would mean the world to get the title defense record, Johnson said during a media luncheon on Monday. Watch it above. Obviously there hasn't been another champion out there to have this many consecutive title defenses year after year. It's not just that, it's always staying healthy, always improving and trying to go out there and finish my opponents. I am passing all my drug tests. If I get past this, number 11, and I'm healthy, I can do another one, maybe 12 or 13, then we'll go from there. Johnson, who's number 1 in the USA Today Sportsman Junkie MMA flyweight rankings and number 2 pinned 4-pound, will have cleaned out most of the division if he gets by number 5 ranked Borg. But before a possible move up to 135 pounds, he's thus far put it off because he's focused on 125 pounds and because he wants bigger paydays if he moves up. Mighty Mouse said his current division has some worth challengers. Take for instance an upcoming bout between number 3 Henry Cejudo 112 MMA, 52 UFC and number 6 Sergio Pettis 162 MMA, 72 UFC, who fight on December 2 at UFC 218. Johnson has a previous win over Cejudo, but Pettis represents a potential fresh challenge. I think Sergio Pettis has more of style that will give Henry Cejudo fits because he's been around the block a little more, Johnson said. It'll be a good fight. I think the winner is next in line. Obviously Henry Cejudo just came back and got in the winner column. Pettis, he's on a 3-fight win streak, and if he wins this fight, I think he's the number 1 contender in the flyweight division. He has 4 fights in a row. And after that a move to bantamweight is possible, though Johnson eventually realized there could be one more 125-pound opponent, unranked and undefeated Magomedov 140 MMA, 10 UFC, who meets former title challenger and number 11 ranked John Moraga 176 MMA, 65 UFC on Saturday's UFC 216 early prelims on UFC Fight Pass prelims. I can't think of another athlete, maybe Magomedov, Johnson said. I can't think of how many he has in a row, but we'll see what happens. For more on UFC 216, check out the UFC Rumors section of the site.